If you're ever feeling down, watch this video. If you're ever feeling low, down, lonely, or feeling like the world is just falling apart around you, that's what this video is for. Many of you have mentioned in the comments some really, really sad and awful things that have happened to you. And it just makes me feel so sad. My heart aches for you. I wanted to do something, and that's this video. It's for you. It's okay to feel down sometimes. Everyone does. It's part of life. And I know some days are harder than others. I've been through it myself. One big thing I learned over the years is don't count on someone else to make you happy. Don't wait for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right to come along and then say, then you'll be happy. I learned that a long time ago, because sometimes when they do arrive, it's not what you expect. I know others can make you happy, and that's great. I'm so happy for you if you found that special someone. There's been times when I felt so down and sad and depressed. When I was sick in 2020, it was very scary. I was all alone. I didn't know if I was going to live. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, the first question I had was, am I going to die? And then the second question was, why me? But I knew I had to stay positive if I was going to make it out okay. And I did, thank God, thank God. It would have been horrible if all I would have dwelled on was how sick I was. I was scared, I was very nervous, and it was rough. But I would just continue to read uplifting and positive things and surround myself with positive people. And another big thing I did, this is how I dealt with it, is I didn't tell a lot of people when I was going through it. I didn't want to hear horrible stories. And I didn't want to keep living it every day. So I selected a very few chosen people to tell, my closest loved ones, knowing they would be very supportive, and they were. And I feel that's a big part that got me through that. Because unfortunately, during the same time, my ex-husband, who I was crazy close with still, father of my kids, he was diagnosed with cancer at the same time. To this day, I have a hard time talking about him because I miss him so much. Because he did not make it. He died a few months later. And I truly miss him so much. But you do get through it. And I know some of you may have things that have happened to you way worse than that. I understand. But you're not alone. There's always somebody worse off. There's always someone better. We just got to look at the positive and keep positive. And some of the things I did then and do now is when I'm feeling really down, I think of something great. Like I think of the wonderful times we had. Or if that's sometimes too hard because it reminds me of him, sometimes I'll just think of a beautiful scenery, maybe my future plans. Or I practice gratitude. I will say gratitude statements and things I'm thankful for, and even write them down some days if I'm really struggling, because it just feels so good. Or one of the really big things I like to do that helps get me through when I'm feeling low or sad or lonely is I go into nature. Something about being outside and walking around or hiking or skiing or whatever it is really brightens me up. It makes me feel so much better. There's some type of connection I can't explain, but it really works wonders. And I understand that everybody can get outside, but you have to find your happy place. Maybe do positive affirmations. As a matter of fact, before making this video, I uploaded some free affirmations on my Buy Me a Coffee page, 100% free, no catch. Just go to it. The link's in my description to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and please feel free to download those journals and prompts. I hope they help you. I know they do wonderful things for me. There's a couple books on there too that I really love. If you haven't read them, I suggest you download those and take a look at those as well. Another thing that's super important if you're super low and down and out is please, by all means, seek professional help. Sometimes just positive affirmations and the gratitude might not be enough. So please don't put it off. You're worth so much more. I like to also connect with certain friends, have a certain group. Even if they're just online, there's some online groups I go to. I love the community we're growing here when we share comments. So reaching out and having social connections or connections in person, whatever is best for you, just so you're not alone. I know online's not the same as in person, but sometimes it's difficult to get a group together or make sure they're all positive and they're going to lift you up. Because like I said, a lot of times I just keep it to myself, because sometimes when you tell somebody, they'll add stuff and it just makes it worse. So I am very, very careful who I talk to when I'm feeling down and lonely. Or like I said, maybe I'll just go in some positive group or chat with some friends online, and it just really makes a huge difference. There is one affirmation I particularly love to say, and I say it practically every day, and it's this: every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Try it. See if you like it also. Please go ahead and leave a comment or something you do to get out of a rough spell in the comments below. I'd love for our community to all have great ideas. And maybe you have one I can start using, because, you know, we're all human. I get down and out days as well. Being out in nature and traveling is helping so much. They're far and few between, way less than they used to be since I've learned and adopted these mindsets. And I know it can help you too. Stay positive and know you are worth so much more. Till next time.